Let me take this moment to welcome you back to another episode of how to become a robust human being in the modern age. This is a series of videos that I've decided to do to talk about the 5 things that make a strong, a robust, a person with full of energy throughout your 60s, your 80s, even into your 30s, into your 40s as well, 50s, whatever age that you may be going into. Because as you grow, you are not as strong as you used to be like before. Your recovery probably sucks. Going out to party and going back to work the next day is not the same anymore. You need a chance to recover. And I've realized that because of how things are so easy for us, we as human beings have become a bit lazy. We do not do the things that our ancestors used to do before. Everything is given to us from Allah. If you want food, you order it. If you want to plant, you call somebody to do your gardening for you. So we are no longer as robust as we used to be, like our ancestors. And today I decided that let us start first with physical movement, and then on the next video we will talk about the types of food that we can eat to make us robust human beings. So for today, let's start with physical exercise. We as human beings come from a time where our ancestors used to spend most of their time hunting, planting. They were chasing after things. There was no time to become sedentary. You needed to get on the tree, on top of a tree, or climb on a tree to get those grapes, to get those berries, in order for you to eat them. But now things have become so easy. Everything is through an app. We've become sedentary. We have become fat and overweight and obese. And we need physical exercise to try and help us remain healthy, to try and stop the delay of us getting old too quickly. That is why exercise is so important to me, and it can be as important to you. And apart from it being a thing that will help us lose weight or remain healthy, physical exercise plays an important role in our emotional state, in our mental state. It can also play an important role in our spiritual state as well, and how we connect with other things around us. That is why I always try to give all of my clients movements that can help them become a better person outside of the gym, not just what they're doing inside the gym. The things that we do in the gym must be able to translate to everything that we do outside of the gym. That is why I always try to give my clients functional movements that will help them become better people outside of the gym. It's not, I really think that if you are lifting 200 kilograms in the gym, but you cannot handle yourself in traffic, it's pointless. So you need to be able to handle yourself accordingly in and outside of the gym. Now let's jump into the 3 training models that you can start today to implement. I'm going to start with aerobic training, which is any endurance exercise that you can do, whether it be running, swimming, cycling, walking up a trail, anything that is endurance involved that you can do for 30 to 60 minutes. Based on recommendation, if you can do that 2 to 3 hours per week in whatever way you want, you can split it throughout the week, maybe do 3 sessions of 60 minutes or 30 or 45, how, in whatever way that you can make sure that you get the numbers in. I try to keep my heart rate between 65 to 75% throughout the whole endurance training. I enjoy doing cycling because there's more impact on my knees than going out for a run. Yes, I do go and run every now and then, but it's not something that I will do back to back. So 65 to 75% maximum heart rate, you can get that by taking 220 and minusing your age and just getting 65 to 75% of your maximum heart rate. From the research I've done, this is a nice way to try and improve your learning and memory. So it has a direct impact on your brain. And it's a nice way to get like blood flow, to maintain your body composition as well, if that is something that you're trying to achieve. And for those who are worried, you will not lose your muscle from doing cardio, especially if you remain in the zone 2. Chances of you losing your muscle mass is low. As long as you keep on eating and lifting weights as you used to, you'll be fine. Number 2, anaerobic training, so high intensity interval training. That is one of my favorite things to do. It's short periods of exercise done at an intense level. You go as fast as you can, come back and rest, and then go at it again. That is one of the most things that I enjoy doing. Aerobic training has many benefits that come with it, but I think one of the best ones that I've seen is your ability to consume oxygen. So your ability to recover quickly after doing a short burst of power. Seeing how quickly you can recover after being so explosive is key. It's just like how fast you can run up a hill, and check your heart rate and see how quickly it recovers after that. That is the most important thing that I've seen to be of great benefit. I mean, you'll never know when you'll be chased by a tiger or a lion or whatever. So it's key that you are functionally able to do that. Number 3, resistance training. I don't know if you've seen the type of things that I do, functional training that I do with me. And sometimes I post some of my clients doing it as well. If there is a way for you to live a bit longer, for sure it is through also lifting weights. I can guarantee it from all the research that is out there, you definitely have a chance of living longer. You definitely have a chance of improving the risk of you not getting injured too quickly from falling. It can also help you with your blood sugar levels. It can also help with your self-esteem, your mood. It is definitely something that I think all of us should try and do. At least 2 to 3 times a week, try to lift some weights. From experience with the clients that I've had, I've realized that most of them thought that they will never have to lift weights, and now they are forced to lift weights because of an injury, or the doctor telling them you need to start lifting some weights. So if it is something that I believe that you can start doing today, lift some weights, do some endurance work, do some high intensity work to try to remain as robust as you can with physical exercise. Thank you for listening to me. I hope that the information that I've shared with you can be of good use. Tango, as you can see, today was all about just showing up. I realized that if I do not record this today, it will not happen. So I had to, even though I don't feel so good. Thank you.